Hello, welcome to Studio Nicole. I am Nicole and I'm so glad that you're here. I am in my 100 days of art journaling techniques journal and it's day three. Day three, folks. I am a little bit stuck. I know it's too early to be stuck, but the problem is that I have so many options. It's hard for me to decide what I want to do next. So I'm working on this page right here and I have some choices. I've done a background technique and I have done a mixed media and layering element. I did acrylic wash layers and then a water soluble crayon over that acrylic. So these two are out, at least for this page. I still have mark making techniques, text and captioning, and focal image. And I don't know what to do next. I have lots of ideas, but it's hard for me to break this process down like one piece at a time. I might have to film like finishing the page and do one of these, one of these, one of these, and call it day 3, day 4, and day 5, and just spread them out like the videos over the next couple of days. That might be what I do here because I don't know. I don't I'm having a hard time just picking one thing and doing that without thinking ahead to what's going to be next. Like for me, the pieces all kind of are fitting together. So there's at least two things that I think I might want to do. One of them is I'm thinking about maybe doing this tiny journaling. I really like to have handwriting in my art journaling, and so I might do this micro writing, tiny journaling, and do kind of a splash of it across the page, just some tiny messy writing, and then I love this silhouette cutout idea, and this one. Okay, full disclosure, I did not make up this list. I was gathering ideas from the internet for different art journaling techniques, and I put the list together, and I actually have edited it. Edited it. That was too many syllables. I edited. Why can't I say this? I made some edits to the list and I have changed the link in the first two video descriptions to reflect the edited list. So if you printed a list or saved the list on days 1 or 2, there is a new list and I've made a few substitutions because there were a few things that I either don't have the supplies for or techniques that I really am not interested in trying or they just didn't resonate with me. And in some cases, there were just some other things that I really did want to do and I needed a place to put them. So I swapped out the ones that I was the least interested in for other techniques that I was more interested in. It's a lot of talking, but this cutout window reveal, I love doing like a cutout page. And when I saw silhouette cutout, I think it maybe means to cut a silhouette out of like a magazine and use it. But I want to do something different. I want to put a silhouette down on the page and then cut that out so that the page behind it shows through in the shape of the silhouette. So I definitely do want to do this. But I thought that to give it some contrast, I would have the writing across the page first and then do the silhouette cutout. So in order to do that, I need to do two of these at the same time. I need to do this micro writing and the silhouette cutout, both. So it's going to be day 3 and day 4, and I'll try and break it up and record them separately. And I'll post the second part tomorrow. So you might have to wait to see how this turns out. And then for day 5, I will come back to this mark making techniques and I will choose one of these to kind of just add a little bit more depth and a little bit more detail to the page. So that's my plan. All right. So for day 3, I'm going to start with text and captioning techniques, which usually this is one of the last elements, but I'm going to include this micro writing right here. So I'll probably speed this up so that you don't have to watch me write the whole time. Okay, so I will cut that time out, but here you can see that what I've done is I've just written very scribbly. Let me try to get even closer. I know it's just the light. Um, so I won't even be able to read what I wrote, and if I don't remember what I was thinking when I wrote it, then I've got nothing. You can see that where I put down the gelato, uh, the the pen didn't really take, but I kept writing anyway, and then it showed up in the areas where there was no gelato. So it's a little patchworky, and it kind of looks almost like it's behind in some ways. So here's what we've got: micro writing, tiny journaling. I also kind of made it messy because I prefer to not be able to read my writing in my journals. I mean, unless it's like a title or a headline, generally speaking, I don't want the words to come through. It feels more authentic to me if I can write in a way that is kind of anonymous, so that I don't have to edit what I'm trying to say to please my future self or anyone who might stumble across my journaling in the future, or anyone on the internet who sees my videos, or anyone in my life who happens to pick up one of my journals. I don't, I want it to be private and personal to me. So I am careful to write in a way that doesn't, that's really hard to read. Just, and not that I'm writing things that I don't want to share, but it just gives me sort of a blanket sense of freedom, I guess. All right, so this is day 3. Here we are, day 3, and we've got some messy writing. And I'm going to move on to day 4, and I'll record that separately. So I'll see you tomorrow with the next step.